Well, hello, Facebook. It's Hot Mess Monday. I feel like a hot mess. I'm about to take my Sudafed. Just to let you know, I have been battling what seemed to be like a cold. Everyone's like, you must have the flu. It was like, just lots of drainage. So, anyways, enough of my ailments. I'm going to take my Sudafed off camera so Facebook doesn't kick me off. I accidentally hit the live button a little too soon trying to get my camera in my mount. And yes, one day I will buy one of those amazing mounts with the, I guess, ring light that makes your eyes look like they glow. Apparently everybody that has a YouTube, Facebook Live does those. So I need to get up my game. I have a 5 below stand. Then it stays permanently on here. Oh, my hat's making the shadow on my face. Sorry, you probably don't want to see my face without makeup anyway. So, I take my Sudafed off camera with my giant iced coffee I made here. I don't spend the money on Starbucks because it's expensive and it's far away. I live 30 minutes from, well, 25 minutes from the nearest Starbucks. Now they put one in the town over in Albertsons, so now we're fancy. So okay, now we get started. Guess what we're making today? Check this out. That is Calendula flowers. I'll show you this amazing bag. You know, a lot of people rag on buying from Amazon. This company sells their products on Amazon, and if I could afford to put my stuff in Amazon, I would. I really would. I cannot beat this deal of Calendula flowers. They're whole flowers and petals, organic. They smell amazing. It's a resealable pouch, and I think it was $14 for that entire bag. And these are the ones that I saved. I just saved some to put on top. I'm going to strain the ones that I've been steeping. I poured it over here so I didn't have to go over there to my stove and come back. But I steeped these on the stove today. You don't want to boil them. You just want to steep it just like tea. My wonderful friend at the 10-Star Tea, she puts the Calendula flowers in a few of her teas. And I absolutely love the Calendula. And a fun fact, Calendula is amazing for your skin, so that's why we're doing it in our soap. A lot of you that know me personally know that my son had gotten, and I'm going to say this wrong because with the Texas language, I always say stuff wrong. Muscles. He started getting these spots on his skin, and they look like skin tags. And then they started to like spread. Not like chicken pox or anything like that. Just, you know, he'd get one here, and if it burst and popped, it would like spread. And there was nothing the doctor could give us besides a Calendula cream. And I said, why spend all this money on this cream when I could just buy this stuff myself? And getting a 10-year-old to shower every night and put the cream on, or the oil on, if he would have done like I said, they would have been gone by now. But it literally took them away, and it took his scars away. And this is what we bought. Yes, I found it on Amazon. It is Calendula seed oil. It is very thick. It's very pungent smelling. I like the way it smells. Some people do not. It's got I wouldn't say a floral smell. It's just got a very strong smell to it. So, I really like the smell. Like I said, some people are just weird. Some people don't like the smell of lavender. I love the smell of lavender. So anyways, here's my flowers all strained. Can't reuse these. This is, you know, compost. We compost out here on the farm. Our chickens get to mess with it, and then it makes us beautiful dirt. We're just going to put this to the side. I already mixed up my lye over here in my sink because that's the safest way. In my soap shed, I love to make soap there, but it's hard to record being out there, I guess the signal, plus being a metal roof, it kind of blocks the signal. So it's really hard for me to soap out there and record my process. So, or go live or anything like that. So I already have the goat's milk and lye. The goat's milk was frozen and I mixed it slowly with the lye. Please be super careful pouring this. If you have never made soap, please don't just start making soap without getting and looking on how to handle lye. There's lots of videos. I make videos. This stuff is serious. So, luckily, I've found some tricks like using ice cuts down on the fumes. And today I'm kind of taking a risk with the humidity. So I kind of played with my measurements and not use as much water, because the lye, when you're pouring it into the goat's milk mixture, you can see it start collecting and sticking together because it like pulls the moisture out of the air. Craziest thing. And so when you're soaping in the humidity, it usually takes longer to cure, or it could really mess up your batch if you're not right spot on with your measurements. I'm going to blend this up. It's going to be loud. Hold on 1 second. I just want to emulsify it for a minute. I don't want it to get too thick because I have to add my calendula oil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the... forgot to turn off my reminder. That's my reminder. I have myself a few reminders if I get busy. That's my first reminder that my kids will be here in 10 minutes. Or 10 to 20 minutes. They are the last ones off the school bus, so they're still not home. And I see Stacy and Jennifer. Hello. I was trying to hurry up through this. I wasn't trying to be rude and not say hello. I just wanted to show you that I hope I get this to do the pouring. Okay, that is emulsified. It looks like it's all come together. I can take off my glove real quick. And now I want to put my calendula oil in. So this is where you would put your fragrance oil or calendula. We are leaving any fragrance oil or anything out because I want this for people who have really, really sensitive skin. This is going to be a super healing soap. This is going to be, I'm going to use this for my face. Look how dark this is. It's as beautiful as the flowers are. There we go. That's a 1 ounce. And it's better to have a little measuring cup dedicated, because you're never going to get your fragrance oil or anything out of anything plastic. So just word to the wise, if you're soaping, that, you know, just that's dedicated now for your soaps. Can you, let's see, I'm going to show you how yellow that made the soap. It turned it bright yellow. Orangey yellow. And we want to keep this pretty thin because I'm going to mix it. I have yellow mica powder over here. And I also have the activated charcoal. To do the black and yellow, I'm going to pour the yellow down on the bottom and the black. And then we'll put the flowers on top to show that there's a yellow on the top. And I feel a little burning sensation right here on my arm. This is why they tell you to use gloves and long sleeves. I'm okay. I just have to go right away and rinse it off. Somehow, and I have a little sponge of vinegar right here. Get you some vinegar. Wipe it off right away, or you will get a blister. It will irritate your skin really bad. Okay, so let's do the yellow one first. I want you to, can you see? Let me click my phone down. You don't need to see my crazy face. I'm going to set this inside that bucket. Okay, we're going to split up this batch. You know what? This is not going to be big enough. I can already tell. I'm going to put You see this? I'll put this in here, and I end up putting some of that black in there. And I want to keep. There we go. I'm just mixing that up. Oh, I'm not showing you good. I'm just mixing this up. This is my yellow mica powder. I know it's already yellow, but I don't want it to lose that beautiful color, and black and yellow together is gorgeous. And not only that, my kids love Batman. Black and yellow. So they're huge fans of Batman. So this is going to be called to them Batman soap. I originally made this soap with my kids in mind because I was so tired of taking them to the doctors and seeing them suffer with blisters and whelps. They would get sometimes so broke out, they would have literal blisters on their skin. The steroid cream was just awful. Had to use the steroid cream all the time. I was one tired mom going back and forth to the doctors because even Johnson, I can't say the name, the J&J company for babies broke out my kids. I mean, it was just terrible. So I just give it a little pulse so I can try to make sure I get all that in there. Can you see that? Oh, I just love the way that looks. So pretty. Now we're just going to pour the rest in there. Trying to get all of it scraped out the sides the best you can. The more you can scrape out, the easier it is for cleanup, really. It isn't my favorite part of soaping is washing the dishes. A lot of people ask, how long does it take you to make soap? Well, before I turned on my phone to do this live, I had to measure everything out. And then I had to get my color, my mica powder, and I had to disperse that in oil. And I had to make sure I measure everything out and get it all correct, because that's probably the most tedious part of it. And then I tell them it's like baking a cake, dishes and all. So that's ready to go. Let's give this a stir. So if you have ever made a cake, I used to make cakes for friends and family. I have some pretty cool pictures on my Pinterest. I hardly get on there anymore, but my Pinterest has pictures. I made a dinosaur cake. I made some pretty cool looking cakes. I made a 7-layer cake for my niece's 7th birthday. It had 7 different colors of the rainbow. I've made a volcano cake. I really enjoyed making cakes. And it was just as time consuming as making soap, but less calories. Haha, but don't chink. Okay, I'm lame. I'm terrible at telling jokes, you guys. You can't tell. But no, seriously, I can't have the sugar. Oh, here. I'm not seeing the pouring part. That's the best part. Okay. Let me take my recipe down. I have my recipe hooked on there. Okay, so we want to do half and half. There we go. Fill it up. I love the way this smells. And I love the yellow. Okay, I gotta look at it straight above. I'm good at eyeballing this now. They look even? Let me see. Nope, this side's needs a little more. Not trying to block the camera. Sorry. But no, seriously, I couldn't eat the cakes anymore. We have diabetes on both sides of my family. My grandma, both my grandmas, and one of my grandpas, aunts and uncles, my dad now. So diabetes is no joke. And I just want to, that's one of the reasons why in 2013 we started farming and trying to do better for our family and eating right. Well, not always. We still eat pizza. We still eat those things we're not supposed to. And I pay for it because I'm starting to get sensitive to eating stuff like that too. I'm not allergic to gluten or anything, but boy, I don't feel that great after having a lot of it. Oh, uh-oh, I should have turned off my notifications. Now the basketball moms are messaging each other. I gotta zip this up. It's too thin. If I pour it on now, it'll just sink, and I want it to kind of set on top. So give me just 1 second. Too many air bubbles in there, but it is getting a little thicker. I was hoping that yellow would be thicker. I hate working quickly, but sometimes when you're a mom and a farmer, that's what happens. We had our babies in the wee hours of the morning. I had checked on Daisy, and I sure wanted some sleep. I took some nighttime medicine so I could sleep good, even though I knew she was going to have those babies, but I wasn't 100%. And I still got up and checked on her, but I was so drowsy. I didn't stay out there because she looked like she had all day. She looked the same all day. She wasn't moaning. She wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. And so I decided to come in and get the rest of my sleep. And sure enough, during those times is when she decided to have her baby. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Since it's still liquider, I'm just going to start drizzling it on top so it won't sink down too much. Oh, this would make a great TikTok video. I would need a good song for this. My husband is the one that comes up with the great songs. I had made a blackberry soap, and he is like, Black Betty. And I was like, oh, that's a great song. I'm an 80s baby, so I love those 80s and 90s songs. That looks really cool. I'm trying to concentrate and talk. I'm so sorry. I'm bad at both. It's like ASMR. If you don't know what that is, it's just the feeling of, being satisfied. And this is really satisfying to me. I can't explain it to you. It's just like, I don't know. It's like icing a cake. It's satisfying to me. It's like I'm almost done. I've worked hard. Whoops. That wasn't good. Let that go. It's still a little... It's going to be cool. It's going to have these little effects in the soap. I can't wait to cut them. But I really want to just keep them as separate as possible. So what I might do is just let this thicken up. I'm just going to keep it just like this. Right like this. And I'm going to let this set up for a minute. If I just let that set for a few minutes, then when I go to pour on the black, it's not going to sink down to the very bottom and mix too much. I know it in my purple and black soap, it looks really cool mixed, but I really wanted to not mix it. There goes my clip. Ugh. Anyways, I didn't want to mix this too much. I have to get outside because I like to watch when my kids get off the bus. Just in case. We live in the country. It's really safe out here. But I'd like to be there to watch them and make sure nobody, is stopping and being weird. And look, this is how far my house is from my driveway. It's all the way down there. And it's raining. So I'll probably pop in the van really quickly and go down there and pick them up so they don't got to walk all the way down here in the rain. So thank you so much, ladies, for watching. I will finish the video and record it and maybe make a little TikTok video. I gotta think of a good song. I'll ask, maybe it'll be Batman's Black and Yellow song. That was a really good one. Have a great day, and I hope that this weather and everyone's feeling good. It sure has been kicking our butts, but we're gonna keep going. Have a great day.